Look at this. We are starting our trip to Turkey now. This is the second time we're traveling to Turkey with a van. Both times I'm leaving from the same place, from South Germany, Stuttgart. And the aim of this video is to gather all the useful informations you guys may need to do the same trip I'm doing to Turkey, or maybe if you're going to any other country in the surroundings. Alright guys, so I prepared a quick overview for you here on Google Maps so you can see the whole route we're taking. It's gonna take us around 26 hours, as you can see, and 2,478 kilometers. We are leaving from South Germany, Stuttgart. Here is where my homeland used to be. Then we are going through Munich. We're going by Salzburg, crossing the whole Alps, heading towards Slovenia, and we will stop in Ljubljana, then heading to Zagreb, Croatia, crossing whole Croatia, Belgrade, and continue through Serbia, Bulgaria, Sofia, we can see here. We will stop there, then heading to Turkey, crossing the Turkish border through Capicule, one of the busiest borders in the world, and stopping in Edirne, the closest city, to finally head to Izmir through Gelibolu, taking the ferry, short ferry through Çanakkale, and then finally we will reach Izmir. I wanted to show you guys this website real quick. It's called tolls.eu. And it helps you calculate the tolls you would have to pay for a specific route. For example, if we would go here and type the route from Munich to Ljubljana, for example, in Slovenia, then it would give us the route information, and if we scroll down we can see how much we would pay for the whole route in tolls. Also taking account that this is for a car. If you guys go up here and click on fuel prices, you can see an overview of the fuel prices in whole Europe. Good morning! I found a very cheap gas station the other day and I filled up my gas for 1.48, so that was pretty good. So I'm completely full, or I was completely full when I left Stuttgart. And also I forgot to tell you that I am posting my route on BlaBlaCar. There's a guy coming with me. I do that to save some fuel and also have some company with me during the long travels. BlaBlaCar is an app where you can just post your route and people will book a seat for a certain amount of money depending on the distance. I am gonna put somewhere here maybe my exact route, so you guys know which one is the one I'm taking. It's gonna take me around between 6 and 7 hours to get there, plus stops. Yeah, see you guys there. Hi guys, and we are in Ljubljana. Yeah! This is one of my favorite cities. I love it so much. Small and charming Ljubljana. But we are not here for visiting the city. We are just passing by. I am just visiting a friend for a day. That's why I'm staying a little bit longer, just some hours longer. We are heading today to Zagreb. But first I want to give you an update about the route from Munich to Ljubljana. I didn't take the toll roads, so I paid absolutely nothing. That was so good. About the fuel prices, we went through Austria. In average, it would be cheaper than in Germany. So if you don't want to spend too much time looking, it's better if you just do it in Austria, and you will probably save some money. Another topic was the border. The border, German-Austrian border, is inside European Union, so usually no controls at all. Yeah, and about the road conditions, it was so good. In Austria, as I said, we didn't pay any toll, so we were going through secondary roads, but the landscapes were amazing. There are some girls passing by, but I'm gonna do it just to overcome the fear of being seen vlogging. What's up, guys? Where am I? I'm in Croatia, between Zagreb and Belgrade. Yeah, so I I took some guys from Serbia. From where did they pick you up? In Zagreb?
Zagreb.
Yeah. What was your name? I don't
Milan.
know. Milan?
Milan. Isidora.
Isidora.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. This is the good man that's driving us home.
Hey guys, I'm in Serbia. I want to give you an update about all the topics we've been talking about. Hey, para acá. Que viene el tren. Alright, so I just reviewed my last clips and we were in Zagreb, where I picked up Milan and Isidora, and I brought them here to Belgrade. I left from Slovenia, and there the prices were quite stable. The fuel prices, not quite stable, they are regulated, so they are full stable. It was around 148, I think. In Croatia it was around 135, so it was way better. I put at the beginning of Croatia because we pretty much crossed all Croatia, and then also before crossing the border to Serbia, because I knew from the last time that Serbian prices are quite high, and also Bulgaria's price is gonna be fine, well, lower than Serbia. I think it must be even lower than Croatia, but what is really cheap is Turkey, so I'm gonna put enough to just get to the border with Turkey, and then when I'm in Turkey I will just fill it up. Yeah, and I paid tolls as well. In Slovenia I didn't pay the vignette, so I was taking the secondary roads. Then I crossed the border to Croatia till Zagreb. I didn't pay any toll at all, but then from Zagreb it was a really boring road. It was a highway, good conditions. It cost me 28 euros and it was around 200 kilometers. It was like way too expensive, really. Then I crossed the border to Serbia. The border was a little bit long. They told me they have been sometimes like hours and hours waiting there. Good morning, guys. I'm on the streets of Sofia, Bulgaria, and I just checked the map looking for a calisthenics park, and there's apparently one here nearby. What's up, my friends? How are you today? I am wonderful, doing great. In Sofia right now, in front of the train station. You can even see it if I turn the camera. Right there, I'm in a parking lot in front of it. Very good place to spend the night. Police is nearby. So calm, so safe I felt. Second night here, I decided to take it easy, and now we're gonna start to drive to Turkey. We are 11.5 hours away from Izmir, and yeah, we took the road from Belgrade. It was paid toll. It was around 15 euros, and then we crossed the border to Bulgaria. They were asking some questions. They wanted to see a little bit what I had inside the van, and yeah, but it didn't take long. Then we crossed the border, and we had to buy the vignette. So that's pretty much mandatory because it's so cheap. So it's 2 weeks for €7.70, something like that. So friends, we finally made it to Turkey. Yes, here we are. Like 7 days later, something like that, took me to get here. But we are finally here in Izmir, the place where we want to be right now. And I'm taking you with me. So the last time I filmed for you, it was when I was in Bulgaria. That day we drove till the border with Turkey. And man, that day we had a hard time there. It took us around 3.5 hours to get across the border. Because when everything was fine, like she got my papers, checked the papers, she said you can go, and then a guy stops, checks the van and says D3 office please, and then I had to go D3 office, wait for like 40 minutes. Then another controller was there and was like, were you at the X-ray? And I was like, no, I was not. Then go to the X-ray and come back. So long story short, it was like 3.5 hours there. Then we just drove for a few kilometers till Edirne, the closest city to the border, and we slept there. And we took the road around midday of the following day. And we followed the route I'm gonna put you here right now. It's different than the route I took last time I came here to Izmir. Yeah, the route was actually going fine. We got to Gelibolu and we took the ferry. The ferry costed as we expected. It was around 14 euros. And then we got to the other side. We drove for a while on secondary roads. Yeah, but then we took this highway, paid highway. Honestly, I didn't expect it to be so pricey. It was about 820 Turkish lira, which is around 16 euros, something like that. The highway was good though. It was empty, probably because people know that it's expensive, so they just don't take it. Okay, so now that I finished my journey, I will do a small recap for you to have all the ideas summarized somewhere. Quick reflection, some tips. There are for sure things that I could have done better. My plan is to do more like travel videos. This was more like informational. But I hope you guys liked it and maybe it can be useful for somebody. That's the main purpose why I did it. And please give me any suggestions you may have. Maybe we can improve the routes together to make it more efficient for everybody. And yeah, I will keep you updated if there is any change or any new information I may have about it. And see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.